Hello everyone, welcome to Urbanscape Gardening, and in this episode we will look at a hybrid terrestrial orchid called Epidendrum Miracle Valley Nodeshika, which is known for their purple flowers. This belongs to the orchid family, but the only difference being that it can be grown in soil. The leaves are reed type, meaning they look like long bamboo sticks with blooms that are produced at the end of these sticks. The blooming can seem perpetual since they have long lasting blooms and can bloom intermittently in a given year. This for me blooms during the start of summer and continues till the monsoon and again blooms during October and through the winter months. This hybrid plant does not grow more than 8 inches tall and is specifically grown for its stunted height. They have aerial roots that protrude out of the leaf junctions. The blooms are not fragrant. I also have the fire star orchid or the radicans, which has similar care characteristics. So let's look at some of its care tips. Sunlight. This loves full sun or at least 6 hours of good direct sunlight if you're growing this under some shade. Watering. This must be watered only when the soil dries because though this plant grows in soil, it grows in well-draining soil. So water stagnation is a big no-no. Do not water the plant parts and just water the soil since it may lead to fungal spots on the leaves. Fertilizer. I honestly don't fertilize this at all. The sun is its only nourisher in my garden, but you could use compost once in 3 months at least. Seaweed fertilizers can do wonders too. I must tell you here that this Nodeshika took several years for me to bloom, so do not get frustrated with this variety. At least a little bit of shifting this plant to this location where it got full sun helped in its blooming according to my own experience. Hence the conclusion that sunlight is its only fertilizer. Propagation. Ideally, epidendrums are grown from stem cuttings. You can just take a cutting like this, ensuring you cut below a node, and then insert the stem in a well-draining soil mix. Seeds can be sown as well, but is seldom done in this hybrid variety. Soil media. Now, this is a versatile plant that can grow in soil, bark and charcoal mix, and even on trees. The root system is not too extravagant, so you just need a shallow container to get this to root. If you're growing this in soil, then use a potting mix of sand, compost, and garden soil of ratio 50:40:10. The area, the soil, the better will be its growth and vigor. Pests and diseases. I seldom see pests attacking this plant, but recently I saw a thrip prancing around the blooms, mostly because I had kept this near these roses that are a thrip magnet. But I did not see too much of thrip damage on the blooms. Fungal infections are common on leaves like the other orchids if you water their leaves. Pruning. Do not hard prune the plant. Sometimes the blooms may grow in the old stem. So desist from pruning this or miss out on this kind of blooming. The blooming may happen again and again on the same stem. So prune only if necessary. So folks, if you're intimidated by the idea of growing an orchid, then this one is a great plant that is grounded and yet beautiful. And with this, we've come to the end of yet another episode of Urbanscape Gardening, and I really hope you enjoyed this particular program. Additionally, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The links are given below. And always remember, to grow slow is to grow well. Thank you for watching, and until we meet again, a very warm goodbye.